Hello and welcome back to Rush Racing. League Division 4 is set to continue. We've had a red flag, but 29 laps of racing is now ahead of us. The grid has been reset, and we are good to go with our qualifying order. What a spicy qualifying that was, Nick, and we are ready for what's going to be a fantastic race.
I mean, very, very spicy. Good to see, obviously, the. I mean, yeah, what a spicy qualifying. Very, very spicy. Or as SJ would say, very, very juicy.
Juicy qualifying indeed, and the Haas's were on fire, but it was Master for the Aston Martins that took pole position. And of course, we do have, I think it's Sammy the Slammer was up in P2, so he had a fantastic qualifying for Haas. This is going to be an incredibly exciting start to the race. So buckle in, everyone, get strapped and get ready because we are about to go racing here in Division 4 for.
And also,
This is.
guys, if you're watching the stream, do not forget your setups.
Oh, has it? I think my. No, I think we're good. I think we're still good. We've been having a couple of issues with the stream. Oh, and now my game has crashed. So that's absolutely fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. We are having all sorts of issues today. My game, F1, has just decided to go and crash. So that is just wonderful. Cool. Back me up. If you can give me a Discord stream, I can watch.
No, it won't be a Discord stream.
Cool. All right. Well, we are still technically live, so let me know, and then we can switch over to you.
I will send you a invite.
Fantastic. All right. So we will be back with some coverage in a few moments' time, ladies and gentlemen. Please bear with us. There's been an interesting evening of technical glitches and issues today, but we will be back very, very soon. Are you able to do a Discord stream of what you're seeing at the moment on your F1 game?
Give me 2 seconds. I'm not, because I'm on PC actually. Oh, I'm on PlayStation actually, but
Okay.
we've started the race and it is currently Sammy the Slammer into P1, Master Suck in P2. Master Suck round the first few corners has managed to take and keep the lead. We will just have to wait and see. Give me a few seconds, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have to send an invite.
That's right. And we are doing a full pre-TV broadcast of the F1 coverage today of Division 4. Bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. All sorts of stuff is happening. We are nearly back into the action. We'll keep listening in to Nick as he gives us more coverage.
I just have to try and find where you are on my list. I do have 4 pages, which is...
That's right. Hopefully I'm near the top. Race is ongoing at the moment.
EA again?
Race is ongoing at the moment. We will get the coverage back to you in a few moments' time. Now, of course, we do know that Master has been in the lead. We did have a switch of position. Sammy might be going for a bit of a move early on.
What was your EA again, Craig?
It is Crazy Good Kung Fu. So I thought I added you earlier on.
You did, but I've just got to try and find you on my list.
Right. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. We will get things going again. And I have only owned F1 24 for a short period of time. I've experienced multiple crashes, unfortunately. The game does seem to just die at the wrong times. That's what happened to Pep a few moments ago. And we had to get him back into the lobby. And that's caused the initial red flag. Bear in mind, there is no red flag at the moment. We are just waiting for the stream coverage to come back to us.
Got you. It was it's saying you're offline.
Oh, very strange. Yeah, I was definitely was online. Now I've got the invite. I'm going to accept that, and we should, ladies and gentlemen, be back in to continue the coverage of the session. Please bear with us. And yes,
That's
I
why
am
I couldn't
learning
find you,
more and
because
more.
it was saying that you're offline.
Oh, it's magical. I was definitely online, which is bizarre. Nonetheless, that is unfortunately F1 for us. We will be jumping in as a spectator, and we should be loading in right now. So here we go.
But we
Third
do
time
have
lucky,
that
I think.
Slammer and Master Suck, P1 and P2, with Pep in P3, Hippie Slayer, known as Calais, in P4, Dynasty Sparrow P5, Nemesis Cruise P6, Kotzi P7, Flying Kiwi P8, Ricardo P9, Deadly Fella P10, Matty AU P11, Panic in P12, Bloody Who Cares, P13, Fat Eagle P14, Dan the Racer 16, P15, Wogjet P16, Gags KK P17, Evil Blade P18. We have a yellow flag, and it is Bloody Who Cares has spun into that infamous turn 10, where I said everyone may have a problem.
There you go. You were absolutely on the money with it. Turn 10 absolutely causing an issue. So big upsets early on the race. Master losing the lead early on to Stammy the Slammer. We are on the third lap of this 29-lap race here for Division 4. Pep is in third place, and then it's Carly for Kick Sauber and Dynasty. So this is going to be the big slipstream train here. 7 cars in a row, tailed by Kotzi in the Ferrari P7. Is going to be moving the inside. Master's going to go for it, and he's got the move done there beautifully on Sammy the Slammer into turn 1. Gets it lined up beautifully, puts it on the middle of the apex, and that is it. But Sammy is going to come back at him for turn 4.
Yeah, I mean, he does come back at him and manages to get the lead. Oh, there was a little bit of push there.
Someone has lost a winglet in that contact, absolutely for sure. We saw some debris come off one of the cars, likely the Aston Martin. That's not going to be good news for Master, sitting 0.3 behind Sammy the Slammer at the moment as we head through into the tricky corner of turn 10.
You can see that Master Suck has lost an end plate there. He's lost the right-hand side end plate from that little bit of a damage with Sammy the Slammer. But will it hinder his race? We're on lap 4 of 29. Sammy the Slammer on 3-lap old soft tyres. Master Stuck on 3-lap old medium tyres. With Pep in P3 in that Mercedes on 3-lap old soft tyres. Hippie Slayer 3-lap old softs. Dynasty Sparrow 3-lap old softs. Then we've got Nemesis Cruise on 3-lap old mediums.
That's right. We are getting told that there is no damage. There might have just been a graphical glitch that we saw. Pep is going to have a little bit of a try here. Remember, Pep's on soft tyres. Sammy the Slammer is going to lose the position again, same place, but he's going to try and hold it around the outside this time. Forces Master further onto the inside of turn 1. Does get the position back, but he's going to be vulnerable into turn 4. Pep's going to have a go too. This is getting into being a really big scrap here. Carly wants a piece of the action too. He's taken a much larger slice than he should have, and Master and him have come together and are turned around on track. That releases Pep and Sammy.
It certainly does. It's now given Pep and Sammy a 1.1 second gap between Sammy and Dynasty Sparrow, but now the Mercedes running P1 and P3.
So it was a big send down the inside line into turn 4 for the Kick Sauber car. It's gone all wrong. There will be an investigation into that incident. The Kick Sauber just looks like they were too eager to get involved in the action. They were already 3 wide in front of him. So that puts Master back down to P6. He didn't have any damage before. I suspect he will certainly have some now, as will Carly, who we're on board with at the moment, P7. Behind them, Ricciardo. So some great movers and shakers early on in this, Nick. It certainly has been an interesting early bit of action. 6 positions gained for Kotzi and the Ferrari. 5 positions lost for Master, 6 lost for Flying Kiwi, and 5 gained for Fat Eagle for Ferrari. So the Ferraris are having a dream day right now.
Yeah, and then you can see that obviously the lead change has begun with Sammy the Slammer into P1. Pep losing that one position into P2. Nemesis Cruz up 4. Dynasty Sparrow staying where he started. Cossie up 6. Hippie Slayer Kelly staying where he started. Master Suck down. So it's going to be an interesting race as to who is going to get this strategy right. Obviously, you've got what is it? 5 drivers on the softs. You've got multiple drivers on the medium tires, but then you've also got Matty OU, Panic, Evil Blade, T Salmon, and Bloody Who Cares are all on the hard tire. So I think at the moment, Bloody Who Cares is thinking to himself, I can go to the end.
That's going to be an interesting strategy. I mean, it may end up working out for him quite well. Matty AU in the box seat for that kind of strategy. He's on the hard tyres. He's going to try and run long. We're only 6 laps in so far. He's still got a fair bit of pace on him, and right on the tail of Deadly Fella, who is running on the medium tyre. Ricciardo just ahead of them. So this hard tyre strategy is going to be one to really keep an eye on. The soft tyres, though, I mean, how long are they going to last? What, 9 laps maybe?
If that. I mean...
Yeah.
Honestly, if that the soft tyres are in this track, I mean, what? What?
Big question marks over the longevity of the soft tyres in this race. We're already 6 laps in, and the leaders are going to have to come into the pits in a reasonably short amount of time.
We can see that Pat Eagle Oz is into the pits onto a fresh set of hard compound tyre, so he's thinking go to the end. He's thinking, I want to go long. But you never know. There could be a safety car happen.
Well, that's right. You know, and I guess the soft tyre guys are going to be hoping for something like that to happen. As will most of the medium. They'll all be quite happy with that strategy. In the meantime, Matty AU, Ricciardo, and Deadly Fella having the scrap of the century for the P9 position at the moment, all chopping and changing their positions all over it. They're just in the back half of Sector 2 right now. No other changes up the top, except that Pep is now leading the race by 0.4 of a second over Sammy, and Nemesis Cruz is starting to reel those 2 in.
Yeah, I mean, sooner at the moment, we do have, you could say, a 4-car train at the front of the grid, as we see Dynasty Sparrow has dived in.
Wow,
off those
7 laps.
Tires.
Yeah. There was some suggestion in chat that the degradation on the softs is very similar to the mediums, but I think
interesting
Dynasty...
here from Dynasty Sparrow going on to another set of soft compound tires. So he must be going soft, hard.
Wow, that is an interesting strategy. We'll see if it pays off from him. He will be quick on the soft tires. It is very true. He's going to have to be absolutely lightning quick, and he may end up with traffic ahead of him. Medium runners with old tires. He'll have to make some overtakes, but Slipstream at this track make that relatively easy.
As we do have in the chat, the Josh 1 saying software very similar to the mediums. Them being a better tire than the meds.
Yep, that's what I was reading just a moment ago, and so the suggestion there is that, you know, you could be on the soft and they could be the efficient tire to be on if they're wearing at similar rate.
I would have thought that the medium compound tire. I mean, from the single player career, they do say that it is a soft hard, but you would go the mediums until roughly lap 12, lap 13, then go the hard. But now we've just seen Pep is into the pits off the 8-lap-old soft compound tyre, dropping down to P6 at the moment. He's further dropping down to P9, P10. So he's gone on to a fresh set of the soft compound tyre. So the two Mercedes drivers have gone soft, hard, I think.
Does seem that way. We'll keep a very close eye on it. Still the battle between Matty AU, Ricciardo going on ahead of them. A battle between Kotze for the Ferrari up into P3. He's still on the softs, as is Sammy the Slammer. Nemesis Cruz may end up leading this race in a short period of time if Sammy the Slammer does decide to come in, and it might be happening this lap, so keep a very close eye on that. But Kotze also in a battle for his life right now with Master, the Aston Martin driver, formerly leading this race, qualified on pole, sitting in P4 right now. But yeah, Dynasty and Pep both going for softs again.
Yeah, I mean, very interesting strategy from the Mercedes drivers. Obviously, going onto a set of softs. But, like you said, Nemesis Cruz could be the potential leader of this race, sitting currently in P2 on the gearbox of Sammy the Slammer. Sammy the Slammer has come in on lap 10.
As has Kotze, as has Carly.
Ricardo.
Carly being... yeah, and Ricardo's up, so he's in P3. It's two Aston Martins, P2, P3. No longer, though. Matty AU on the hard tyre finds himself in P3. So it's totally balmy out there right now, strategy-wise. There's a million things going on.
I mean, to be truthfully honest with you, the guys that's... Oh, as we got our first 3-second penalty in Fate Eagle Oz. Down there in P19 at the moment. But you could say that the ones that started on the medium tyres or the hard tyres, fantastic from them.
Yeah,
they've thought they've gone the right way.
Seems to be, and as an additional to that, both the Mercedes have cleared the back marker traffic extremely quickly on those fresh soft tyres. They are orders of magnitude faster out on track, through the corners, into the braking zone and on exit than all the cars around them. So that traffic that may have been holding them up has served to, well, basically like a hot knife through butter, these Mercedes at the moment. So Pep is up in P7. Ahead of him, only hard and medium runners. Next person up is 6 seconds ahead, Panic, the McLaren in P6. This is looking good for the double soft strategy at the moment, but we'll see how it pans out. We're only on lap 10, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, very interesting from, obviously, like you said, the two Mercedes drivers. P7, P8 at the moment on a fresh set of the soft compound tyres. Sammy the Slammer is the other driver, the Haas driver, on a fresh set of tyres. Deadly, you can see now that Deadly fella in the Williams into the pits. Pep setting the fastest lap of 1:30.222. And you can see that Deadly fella has gone onto the hard tyres. So he's thinking the exact strategy that I was thinking.
Yeah, so again, only time is going to tell. It'll all depend on your consistency and how you execute it. Nick, you were very clear at the beginning of this race. Tyre management is going to be a really key part of the strategy today. And, you know, if you're on the wrong tyres at the wrong time, or if you're in a situation where your tyres are so degraded that you're losing time out on track, versus the situation where you've got other teams going for softer, fresher tyres for longer in this race, you could find yourself with a massive disadvantage towards the last few laps. And that is going to massively cost you at a circuit like this, where slipstream's so strong and where the softer compound is going to be so much quicker.
Yeah, I mean, very rightly so. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to use your channel points, ask a Q&A, go on board with the driver, you can certainly do that. A quote of the race, take a break, have a kick at if you have the points, maybe even a free sub, a VIP, or a track selection for season 9.
Ooh, yeah. Get involved, get engaged in the chat. We can do onboards, we can answer questions, we can do the lot, and we'd love to see the interaction in chat. Keep going and doing what you're doing. We just see Matty AU overtake Ricciardo, which is now for the lead of this race because we've had Nemesis Cruz come into the pits. So another big switch round there. Now on the hard tyres, Master for Aston Martin also came in, so he's on the hard tyres too, probably for the remainder of this race. 17 laps to go, but it's Matty AU, 11-lap-old hard tyres in the lead of this race with Ricciardo on mediums just behind him.
I wonder if Matty AU's doing the alternative strategy and going hards to mediums.
He might be. I mean, when you go on that sort of strategy, if you're able to hold people up who are on the faster compounds, I mean, right now he's doing a great job against Ricciardo, who's on the medium tyres, same tyre life between the two. And Matty AU has just been an absolute minister of defence. He hasn't let Ricciardo get back past, despite probably being a little bit slower on those hard tyres. That said, he's pulling a gap.
The interesting fact is, like you said, we've got obviously Matty AU and Ricciardo on the same amount of tyres, but different tyres then. But I wouldn't put it behind Panic, as we see Ricciardo is into the pits. Matty has stayed out.
Now, this is interesting because if you look off in the distance there, Panic AU has got a very quick Mercedes of Pep just behind them. So the double soft stint here from Pep and Dynasty, they're already back up into the top 5. They're only 4 or 5 seconds away from the leader of this race. That's going to be Panic dismissed really quickly because he's on the same strategy as Matty AU right now. You can see the pace difference there. Pep flies on by into turn 4, and that's it.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like, I mean, I wouldn't put it past these guys that are on the medium, they're on the soft compound tyre. I mean, I'm waiting to see whether or when Sammy the Slammer and Dynasty Sparrow start fighting Panic for P3.
Yeah. They are 1.3 seconds behind Panic right now, so they are right there. And bear in mind, Sammy the Slammer has got 1 lap better tyres than Pep and 2 lap better tyres than Dynasty Sparrow, all 3 of them on the softs at the moment. But what we're expecting only another 4 laps or so from them. So they'll get to lap 17. And what are we thinking? Switch to hards, I guess, at that point for 12 laps. But mediums maybe?
Nah.
I reckon hards, yeah.
I reckon they'll go the hards.
Yep.
Because in the career mode, when you do it, you do the single driver career mode. The suggested strategy is normally 8, 8, and 13.
There you go. So that looks to be the strategy that's being executed by those 3, and I get the feeling at the moment that we're going to see Dynasty, Sammy, and Pep up in the top 3 in this race, because we're going to probably see Matty AU and Panic coming in at some point on those hard tyres. They're getting slower and slower. Sammy the Slammer now has the opportunity to get past Panic. It's going to take one missed braking zone here for Panic to be off the racing line, and Sammy the Slammer is going to slam the door on him as fast as he possibly can on those soft tyres. This is getting very interesting. So many strategies we've seen, so many interpretations of how you can approach it.
Yeah, and I mean, knowing obviously, as we see,
yeah,
Sammy the Slammer just go into P3.
He just did it around the outside. Yeah, he just said, you know, I'm going to have the grip. I'm just going to do it. Very nice overtake from Sammy the Slammer. Haas up to P3 and now 3 seconds behind Pep in the Mercedes. Panic has got a rapidly approaching Mercedes of Dynasty Sparrow 3 seconds behind him. He's got a little bit of breathing room right now. And rest of the field is basically on hard tyres except for Evil Blade and P17.
As we see in the chat, Danger is saying the crossover has started to take a big effect.
That's right. I mean, these soft tyres are going to be thrown off the car shortly. I think that might be Dynasty Sparrow coming into the pits. He's only done 6 laps on those soft tyres, but he has said, no, I'm done with those. Time to switch on to the final tyre of this race for him. So let's keep a very close eye on that. It will be hard tyres. So exactly as predicted, Nick.
I did say that they will do the soft, hard strat. He's going to do 14 laps on the hards. He's going to come out roughly in P12. So he's going to have the freshest tyres of the pack at the moment. But the interesting strategy, or the interesting thing will be Will Pep and Sammy the Slammer follow suit?
That's right. We shall see. So let's run through the order as it stands. We're on lap 15 right now. Matty AU is leading, but not by a lot. As we can see, Pep is right on his rear wing. We'll stay on board with this battle as we go through the rest of the grid. Pep in P2, Sammy the Slammer for Haas in P3, Panic McLaren in P4, also on the hard tyres, very old tyres. Nemesis Cruz in P5, Master for Aston Martin in P6, Kotze in P7. He's having a great race so far and catching up to the back of the Aston Martin. Carly for Kick Sauber in P8, Deadly Fella P9, Ricciardo for Aston Martin in P10. This is the opportunity for Pep. He's going to get it done on the main straight and into the braking zone of turn 1. Nick, easy as you like.
Yeah, easy as you like. I mean, 7-lap-old soft tyres compared to 15-lap-old hards. You think every day that obviously the soft compound tyre is going to get it done. The fresher tyres. Now, the interesting thing is going to be is Sammy the Slammer on the 6-lap-old soft tyres. Is he going to try and take the battle to Matty AU being on those 15-lap-old hards? Yeah, I would honestly think that Matty AU is going to do the alternative strategy, go medium hard, or hard medium to the end of this race. But the question is, will he end up going a hard soft, do you think?
Oh, well, that's it. You know, if he can get in range, he's got 5. If he can put 5 more laps on those hard tyres, he'd be well and within range of doing a soft stint at the end. We know the mediums will go past 11 laps. They can do 12, they can do 13 just. But yeah, honestly, you're probably right. I think the soft tyre at the end for Matty AU probably will be the play, but he's got to suffer out there on this hard tyre for another 6 laps. So we'll see. In comes our leader, as does Sammy the Slammer. Despite the advantage on the tyres, he's only got a gap between him and Pep of 1 second now. That is getting awfully close. Matty AU continues again onto his 17th lap on those tyres. This is going to be a fascinating end to the race. I mean, bear in mind that Panic and Matty AU going to have to do a pit stop. They're going to be dropping some positions. So the question's going to be, what can Pep and Sammy do now down in P7, P8, chasing after everyone else who's on 5 or 7 lap hard tyres? Well, it's going to be an interesting exit of the pit.
But Pep and Sammy have now dropped down to P9 and P10 respectively.
Yes.
And the other good thing is, Sammy the Slammer is going to have his teammate in Flying Kiwi to work with.
The only problem I see right now, Nick, for Pep is that he's got Deadly Fella and Ricciardo battling it out like crazy, slowing everyone down behind them. He's going to need to do a double overtake as soon as possible. He's on the same compound, but only 4 laps far healthier than Ricciardo. So this is holding up Pep massively and bringing Sammy the Slammer right onto his rear wing.
Yeah, but like you said, it's bringing Pep onto his rear wing, but it's also bringing the likes of Sammy the Slammer, Flying Kiwi, and also Dynasty Spirit.
So this battle is going to go from 4-way to 5-way potentially. Pep having a little bit of a move there. Trying now, he has to go to the outside line as they head to the final corner. Is he going to hold it around the outside? He is. Space is given by Ricciardo, so that's a really nice move, and it's going to be Deadly Fella moving into the pits, and neither of them will get a slipstream, and there'll be DRS for both of them too. Oh no, he's actually still there. He didn't dive into the pits.
I can say that I was honestly correct.
We absolutely were.
With the Matty AU strategy, he's doing hard stuff.
Yep, we have had some confirmation of that. This 4-way battle continues, and that's going to be Ricciardo making the overtake on Deadly Fella. Pep tries to find a way through as well, but can't, and it's a bit deep of a run there for Ricciardo on the exit of turn 4, so not a really healthy run. It's going to bring Deadly Fella back into the fray. Pep still trying desperately to find a way through. Needs to get past these 2 drivers. He's on fresher tyres, and he's got his competitor, Sammy the Slammer, right behind him. And Sammy's going to be, I think, rubbing his hands together here. He's going to be excited. He's going, great. You guys fight. I'll pick up the pieces.
And another thing is, as well, is I would like to thank every viewer that is in the chat at the moment. We have 48 viewers in the chat. So welcome everyone to round number 4 of the Rush Racing League here in Bahrain. We do have a couple of people chatting in chat. We've got obviously a Danger saying that Matty AU is going to be going the hard tyres. We've got Fran saying, I can see that. We've got Two-Door Gamer saying a deadly crossing the pit entry line. Danger also saying we're cooking. We've got Hato saying no one, or no, just breaking slipstream. We've got Josh saying only applicable if he then goes into the pits. And then we've got Two-Door saying thank you for the verification.
There we go. Great viewership. Welcome in to everyone on the Twitch channel. Really appreciate you being here. And apologies for some of the technical issues we've had today. We've also had a red flag for this session, but we are 19 laps into this race. Pep has just made a great move on Deadly Fella, who's fallen right to the back of this fight. Sammy the Slammer made a move on him as well, so found his way through and still following Pep. Pep's going to have a go now on Ricciardo, who got a terrible run through turn 10. So the danger zone yet again. Nick bites yet another driver. Pep goes on through, and he'll be hoping to build a gap now while Sammy the Slammer has to deal with getting past Ricciardo.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, we have 9 laps of racing remaining. We do have to think of the driver of the day. And
we do.
Honestly, at the moment, it is between 2 drivers that I can think of.
Oh, that's good that you've nailed it down there, because I was going to say it's been all over the show in terms of good performances out there today.
Honestly, if I could, I'd give it to every single driver on the grid.
Yeah, that's right. But we have to contain ourselves, and we have to actually pick one. So do start letting us know in chat who you think your driver of the day might be. We will have a poll up in a few moments' time. But what do you reckon, Nick? I mean, you've got 2. Surely you can narrow that down to 1.
Well, I mean, honestly, at the moment, I was thinking between Matty AU and Panic.
Yeah.
They
both been on good strategies.
They were my thoughts. The only reason being for those 2, before Panic did decide to come into the pit, was the positions gained.
Very true. So I'll bring up those statistics as well, so everyone gets a chance to look at the overall. I'm on the wrong detail. There we go. We'll get the right one up here. Position change, so everyone can see that just for a few moments' time. I reckon my driver of the day is going to be Sammy. I'm going to give it to Sammy the Slammer. I think he's been driving very, very well. Had some great results in qualifying.
Yeah,
and he's been right there.
I mean, at the same time, yeah, he's been right there, but he's dropped 6 positions from where he started. He started P2. As we see, Matty AU is into the pits, and Nemesis Cruz takes the lead of this race on those 9-lap old hard tyres. Matty AU onto the soft compound tyre, so he is going to be extremely quick.
Interestingly, Nemesis no longer in the lead. Master and the Aston Martin did get ahead of him. So actually, it's the game is swung back somehow to the Aston Martin driver of Master, and he's back in the lead. He qualified pole, and he's now back in the lead after a miserable start to this race. Got hit by a kick Sauber of Carly. He's now on the hard tires at the end of this race, and right now I'd say his strategy's been working out far better than the 2-stop or the 2 soft stints.
Yeah, but I mean, another driver that I've just had a mental blank. Another driver that is coming into the mix for driver of the day is currently in P3.
Yes, Kotze. Actually, you're absolutely right. Huge positions gained. has had a quiet race. We haven't really even focused on him at all. He's in P3 right now on soft tyres that can go to the end. Oh, sorry, on hard tyres that can go to the end.
He's up 8 positions from where he started.
Oh, this is a monumental battle for P1 right now. We've got Bloody Who Cares just coming out of the pits just behind this battle. Nemesis Cruz retakes the lead of this race from Master. These two are going to the end, and they've got 7.5 seconds back to Kotze as it stands right now. And meanwhile, Sammy the Slammer has managed to overtake Pep. So great work there by the Haas driver, overtaking Pep in the Mercedes. And he is going to be absolutely on fire for the remainder of this race. But, I mean, that's a lot of time to gain for both of these guys. They were both on the double soft strategy. They're sitting there in P5, P6. They've lost a lot of positions through this race, especially Sammy the Slammer. I mean, I'm still going to give my vote that way. I think I've locked mine in. Still let us know in chat who your driver of the day is going to be, and we will get the vote and the prediction up in the next 3 laps. Have you actually decided yet, Nick? Are you still bouncing around people?
I'm thinking, honestly, I'm thinking Kotze.
Yeah. All right, we're going to lock it in. So we're going to have the commentators' picks, Kotze for driver of the day and Sammy the Slammer for driver of the day. Let us know in chat. Give us some suggestions there. Looks like I've got a new fan after I've picked Sammy, so that's fantastic. We've got Cruz has been given a vote. So Nemesis Cruz, I think, again, another unspoken. I think you're right, Nick. We need to give driver of the day to everyone. It's just been a fantastic race.
It has. I mean, it certainly has. I mean,
another move up the front.
Oh,
you might be able to. Another move for the lead of the race. Master is back in the lead. Nemesis has to take P2 for now. He looked really slow on the straight there, Nick. I don't know what was quite going on with Nemesis. Maybe he's just looking to hover in the dirty air for a little bit for some reason.
Ooh, at the moment, I can say the Twitch chat is saying Nemesis Cruz.
Wow. You're right, yeah.
We've got 2 votes for Nemesis Cruz at the moment. We've got a vote for Nemesis Cruz. We've got a vote for Kotze, and we've got a vote for Matty.
And Crone Dog asking, is Matty AU getting promoted? Well, maybe not if he finishes P7, but he's on the soft tyres and he's chasing down.
I'll admit this, Crone. Instead of Matty getting promoted, it's going to be you getting promoted, I think.
Oh, dear, oh dear. Pep has moved up to P4. He's making an overtake on Carly. Carly's fighting the position, though. Will have the inside line as they head through the final turn 12. Oh, a bit of a touch between the two. Carly gets all sorts of sideways. Just managed to pull it back under control. These guys are fighting tooth and nail right now. Sammy was overtaken again by Pep. And now he's going to try a move on Carly. He's on the really old hard tyres and a 3-second time penalty for flying Kiwi for 5 laps to go. Here we go. Let's get the prediction up. Whoever's in chat able to do it, let's go.
Crane Dog, can you put a prediction up for us, please, bud?
And that prediction's going to be for Kotze, Nemesis, and Sammy the Slammer. Those are our 3 nominees. We shall see how we go. Pep trying again on Carly. Just watching this battle. Sammy the Slammer's coming in close as well. No opportunity there through turn 4 just yet, but it's a wide line for Carly. He's not got a great run through the exit of turn 4, but into 5, 6, 7, the S's. No opportunity to overtake through there. Flying Kiwi is in the pits to change onto soft tyres right at the end of this race, and a 1.3 second gap, Nick, between P1 and P2. Master is in the box seat.
I think now with Flying Kiwi swapping onto the fresh set of tyres, he's going to be trying for the fastest lap. But not only is he going to try it, Stammers is trying it as well.
He is indeed. So, 2 going for the fastest laps. What kind of condition will they be able to come out of this race with? They may be able to snag themselves that lovely purple fastest lap. Always love that colour. And when it's next to your name, you get very, very happy, even if you're not P1 on the grid. And I think, we've got to talk a little bit about Master and the Aston Martin. Miserable start to this race, Nick, he had. He got turned around. He was losing positions left, right, and centre. He's 1.2 seconds in the lead of this race with 4 laps to go on hard tyres. How's he managed this?
I mean, like, I don't know how he's managed it. Like from where he started, like he obviously started P1 at the start of this race, got spun earlier on in the race, managed to get that position back. It's been a really good race.
Oh, we've got a yellow flag, caution in sector 2. Just be careful. Matty AU gets a little bit sideways. I think it was a car ahead of them. Potentially the kick Sauber. No, it looks like, oh, bit of touching the wheels there by these two. There's all sorts of action happening through sector 2 right now. We're still on board with this battle, Nick. And oh, Matty AU side by side with Sammy the Slammer. Gets the move done, but there's big contact through turn 10. An awkward pass there for Matty AU, and he's going to try and use those soft tyres to chase after Carly now. He is on a rampage right now, going as fast as he can. He might even be a contender for the fastest lap as well.
I think the yellow flag was one of the Red Bulls.
Yes, I think you're right. Must have been Salmon's because he is in a battle with bloody who cares right now. And these two looks like they've been exchanging blows.
What it was is it was Salmons that brought out the yellow flag there in sector 2 for obviously P20 and P19 respectively. I was just trying to find out who it was. I thought it was at the start. I thought it was Matty AU that was, but it wasn't.
No, yeah, it was.
I mean,
that's the thing with the colours on the full track map.
Yeah, it's like the colours on the full track map. Oh my god! Like,
and in the meantime,
crazy.
It is. It's very intense. We believe Sammy does have damage. You can see the winglet on the left-hand side of the car is no longer there. It is somewhere on the track, and he's losing so much downforce as a result of it. You can see the turning into the apex. Car is not biting like it should do. It's giving Carly an opportunity to sneak back in on the inside, and it's also letting Pep massively escape in this battle. This has been a wild battle between P4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It's cooling down just a little bit, but Matty AU still on a bit of a rampage, and he's in the box seat right now with those soft tyres. Just needs to find a way past Carly so he can chase after the damaged car and Haas of Sammy the Slammer. The race is at the top. Kotze still happy in P3. 2.5 second gap between Pep and Kotze, so P3 all but secured unless Kotze has a major issue. He's 16 lap old hard tyres, so Kotze's in a box seat right now for a podium, as is Nemesis Cruz, still hovering 1.3 seconds, now 1.4 seconds behind the Aston Martin of Master, who is set at the moment to win today's race at Bahrain. And we're on the 27th lap out of 29. Matty AU making a move into turn 1.
I mean, Matty AU making that move into turn 1, it's a very interesting thing from him, as he's on the 6 lap old soft tyres, where you got to think to yourself, obviously, Sammy the Slammer, Pep, Kotze, Nemesis Cruz, Master Suck, all on the 10 lap, 17 lap, 15 lap old hard compound tyre.
I tell you what though, Nick, I'm just looking at the body. Yeah, well, just look at the body language of Matty's car though. I mean, those softs are gone. They're used. Yeah. They're used up.
Yeah. Honestly, the soft compound tyre just wasn't there. It's not the tyre to go on.
That's right. Unfortunately, that hard, soft strategy, if he could have just lasted another lap or two, on the hard tyres, it might have worked out. But he's driven that car really, really hard to try and make the overtakes, take advantage of the fact that he is one of only a couple of drivers on the grid. With the soft tyre compound, he was trying to make those moves, but they just weren't working out, and he was crashing into having some accidents with some people as well and missing his braking marker. I think he just pushed it a little bit too much. So we do need to get the prediction up. I wonder if there's anyone in chat that is able to do that. We've had the Driver of the Day nominations already. We haven't seen the predictions come up. So could one of our admins please put up the prediction for Driver of the Day, the poll for Driver of the Day between Kotze, Nemesis, and Sammy the Slammer. Those are our 3 picks. Can we please get the poll up as soon as possible? Let's focus back in on the race because we are coming up to the final lap of this race, Nick. And oh man, I mean, it's just been a great race. It has just been a fantastic race. By the way, this is getting awfully close for P3. Kotze is going to have a problem on the last lap because there's Pep.
I've just messaged one of the moderators. So hopefully he sees the message. Hopefully he looks at his Discord.
Hopefully he does, that's right. I'm being told here that maybe Comms has the final say. We just pick one of the nominees. We pick one of the nominees, okay. So it's up to us then, apparently. I thought we gave 3 options and it was done in a poll.
No,
prediction was the wrong word to use,
but yeah, it's changed. This season, it's only it's comms that pick the final, that have the final say.
Okay, well, who's our driver of the day pick then? What are we thinking?
Ooh.
I mean, we're on the last lap of the race, so we need to choose quickly.
Kotze.
I think Kotze is a good pick, but can he hold off Pep? He's not going to be able to. Pep's going to fly past him on the straight, and Kotze has lost the 3rd place position. He's still on a fantastic strategy run here, runs deep through turn 1, and it's going to cost him a whole bunch of time, and Pep moves up into the podium positions and puts the McLaren in the top 3. Kotze, what a shame that is. He needed 1 more lap to hold on, and he wasn't able to do it. I'm still favouring Kotze for a nomination, but to be honest, Nemesis Cruz would be mine. We might have to do paper, scissors, rock here, Nick.
Oh, yeah, like... Oh, interesting. I mean, yeah, Nemesis Cruz obviously would deserve it. I mean, yeah, I'm sort of split. Obviously, yeah, Nemesis Cruz, Kotze. I think what I know what I might do. I'm gonna place mine up here. I can't decide.
Okay, right, you do that. I think my vote's on Cruz, but I'll let you do your thing. In the meantime, last lap of this race, Master is leading. He is coming through the final corner, and that's going to be it. It's game over. GG. Master for Aston Martin takes the win. Checkered flag has been waved, and that is it. Master in P1 takes a wicked victory here at Bahrain. Round 4 is done. Nemesis comes across the line in P2, and then it's Pep. A last lunge on the 28th lap on the pit straight. Gets it done on Kotze. Kotze will have to take P4 in this race. Matty AU, with a valiant effort, gets himself P5. Then Sammy the Slammer, P6 for him. Unfortunately, holding damage towards the end of the race. We've got Paddock with a 20-second time penalty, cutting the corner, gaining a place. Huge penalty for him. Then we've got Ricciardo in P8, Deadly Fuller in P9. The Mercedes driver of Dynasty Sparrow, a day to forget, in P10 for him. And the remainder of the grid is going to look like this. It's going to be Gags, Flying Kiwi, Panic, Jeneth, Fat Eagle, Dan the Racer in P16, Wogjet in P17, Evil Blade P18, P19 to see Salmons, and Bloody Who Cares in the final place in 20th. But this man right here, Master, what a performance he's put on today. He had the right strategy, he had the right calls at the right time, and despite being spun out in turn 4 on lap 4, he has come back and fought a beautiful race. So well done there. The game says the driver of the day is Pep. Nick, did we figure out who our driver of the day is?
Cruz.
Cruz. There we go. Cruz is your driver of the day for us, or at least our nominee.
I mean,
so congratulations.
I did a wheel of names.
Okay.
Because I couldn't pick who out of Kotze and Cruz. I put their name in 3 times, and I spun it, and it came back as Cruz. So,
wow.
yeah, my driver of the day would be Cruz.
Fantastic stuff. All right, well, big congratulations to everyone there, but we're going to get some interviews going now.
Give me a second. I am going to just put in the Divorce chat.
Indeed. We do have a couple of people in already. Of course, results. Your top 3, Master for Aston Martin, Nemesis Cruz for Visa Cash App RB, and Pep for Mercedes AMG, also with, I believe, the fastest lap in the race. and our driver of the day, Nemesis Cruz, as well. So we'll be going through the interviews in a few moments' time. What an exciting race that has been. And thank you for everyone for staying tuned. It's been a night of technical issues on this side. So we do apologize for those technical interruptions, but thank you for sticking with us. You'll have some Division 2 coverage coming up in a few moments' time as well. But before then, we will get into our interviews. And Nick, I believe we're missing one person. There he is right now.
We
And
have got everyone.
we do indeed. So P3 first.
Yes.
Right. In that case, Pep, please step onto the stage. Congratulations on P3 in this race. That late overtake on Kotze looked pretty easy and pretty straightforward, but it took a while to get back up to his rear wing.
Yeah, the strategy wasn't it. At the end, I was able to catch up to him because the tires were fresher. But yeah, I think two stopper isn't the way to go because you can get held up pretty easily. My headset just died. Give me 1 second. Sorry.
Do you want to just do us a quick thing, Craig? Jump into the showroom.
Showroom.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I can hear you now. My headset died. Sorry, I can hear.
No worries, Pep. No worries. We're just sorting something out on this side. I don't know where the showroom is, mate. So.
Back out of the lobby.
Okay.
Go F1 World.
Okay.
And go down the showroom.
Hold on. The game's not responding at the moment, so don't know quite what's going on. It's not letting me out, mate. Not letting me out of the lobby right now. Hold on. Here we go.
And just go on board, and then once you've gone into the showroom, you just click F1 2024. Go on board with
I don't know where any of this is. So F1 World.
So go F1. So you're in F1 World. So you'll see play, garage, and all that kind of stuff. You should see showroom being the last option.
Okay. Yeah.
And then 24. Hit F1 2024.
Yeah.
Then go on board with the Mercedes.
Okay.
And just hit your X or whatever one it is.
Right. Okay. Well, with that, so let's continue with our interviews
because we've got show it on stream.
Yeah, it's on there. Yeah. All right. So Pep, second question here for you. Pep, second question here for you, mate. Let's get these interviews continuing. Tell us your feelings when you were going for that double strategy, the two softs. You were obviously fighting through traffic. Now, we saw you make some pretty clean overtakes. Not as many as you were hoping, I think. And we saw you jump in relatively early. Did you not think the softs were going to go 8 laps?
I feel like the undercut in a lot of the tracks are pretty good. So I did a lot of testing with the team, and obviously in bots it's kind of easier to do so, to overtake. There was some there was some clean overtakes, and there was some couple of risky ones too, but it wasn't too bad. On the softs, I was able to weave through the traffic a little bit, but I just thought I had enough time. I didn't want to leave it too long. I wanted the fresher tires at the end to see if I can catch up to the front, but the gap was too big. The pit lane's too long.
You're right. All right, we'll hand you over to Nick for a couple of questions, and then we'll move on to our P2 place.
Yep.
I mean, Pep, congratulations on your P3. Obviously, strategy worked for you. What were you thinking, obviously, when you finished that the qualifying? You qualified, obviously, we did. Were you obviously thinking the soft strategy would work at the start of the race?
Yes, but Master Suck held me up a fair bit on the first couple of laps. Like, he did pretty well on those medium tires to keep me behind. Unfortunately, he got tapped somehow. I can't really remember what the incident, but I think we were 3 wide at one point. That probably wasn't the smartest thing to do by me. But yeah, I think after I got out of there, I was just trying to work with Sammy, but yeah, we couldn't pull away from him. So that's the downfall of the softs.
And then, obviously, in qualifying, yourself and your teammate Dynasty Sparrow were giving each other a tow. Was that the plan?
That was the plan, but unfortunately, the last lap we didn't really get Dynasty wasn't close enough, so it didn't really work out. Still pretty solid laps from both of us to get 3 and 4, but it's just the game.
Obviously, yourself in P3, finishing P3. What are your chances going into Spa next week?
Not really a track that I'm well practiced in, so I'll have to get on the grind a bit like I did this week.
Good stuff, mate. Well, we wish you all the best for next week, and good luck with the practice. But yeah, thank you very much for jumping in. Congratulations on your P3.
No worries, thank you.
Cheers. All right, let's go over to our P2 finisher. That's going to be Nemesis Cruz, driving for RB. Congratulations, mate. P2, big victory, great strategy, and you get driver of the day as well. Got to be feeling good.
Absolutely, back-to-back weeks getting a P2 for the as a reserve, by the way. Shout out to TMT Legend again, gave me the drive this week. Yeah, no, it was fun. Opening a few laps, had to avoid a bit of chaos in front of me. I don't know what happened between, I think it was a Sauber and Master Suck in front of me. They got together, and I went around the outside of that, and then yeah, from there, my plan was to do the one stop from the get-go.
Was that the Sauber of Hippie Slayer or the other one?
Oh God. Honestly,
that was
I was in the heat of the moment trying to not die in that situation. So I'm not really sure which Sauber it was. But as far as the race goes, my plan was to do the one stop because it can work if you manage the mediums fairly well. And then after that, I had a battle with Master Suck at the end. I had a bit of a moment which sort of solidified the win for Master, but overall happy with P2 and happy getting driver and happy getting driver of the day as well.
Yeah, we believe it was 5 positions gained over the entire race for you. So that lap 4 incident with the Aston Martin and the kick Sauber coming together was key. Tell us a little bit more about the battle that you did have with Master at the end, because he had a massive fight back through the field, clearly got a lot of pace on him. But we saw you guys exchanging positions over and over on that pit straight.
Yeah, whenever the guys that did the 2 stoppers, whenever they boxed for their last stop, I don't know, I guess that me and Master just had the same idea to work together to try and keep that gap between us and the rest of the field, and lo and behold, those like 3 or 4 laps where we were just back and forth, they actually helped out in the end, because yeah, Pep and Sammy, they were flying today, to be honest. I reckon that if those 2 didn't get held up early on, nor like when they boxed, they probably would have been up there as well. But yeah, and I probably wouldn't be here, to be honest. But yeah, no, it was fun. Again, thank you to TMT for allowing me to drive again, like last week.
And what are your chances going into Spa next week, Nemesis?
Spa, it's a hit or miss for me, but lately I have liked the track a lot. But I mean, we'll see what happens if someone doesn't, if someone can't race, then why not?
Also, maybe potentially you may get a permanent seat.
I mean, hey, if that happens, then it happens, But I mean, I'm just having fun, That's the point of this, is just to have fun. So I'm enjoying it right now. That long break that I took last season, it really helped out, and it's been showing. So yeah, so we'll see what happens. If I get a seat, I get a seat. If I get a seat, if I get a seat, I get a seat. If not, then I'm cool.
Again, congratulations on your P2, and we will move on to our race winner in Master Suck. congratulations on your P1, Master Suck. Obviously, yourself and Nemesis Cruz had that battle on the final few laps. But how did you hold your nerve?
Oh my god, yeah. Hey guys, can you hear me? All good?
We can hear you good.
Sure can.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I'm still recovering from that whole race. Honestly, like I can't remember. Honestly, just like after I got spun around by that kick salvo, there was either two options. It was just to yell at my engineer, complain and whine, or just lock in and just go straight. Just go straight for the position. Sorry, I can't talk because but yeah. Yeah, sorry, it's been a very tiring and hectic race. Yeah.
That's completely understandable. Obviously, you like we said, you were battling Nemesis Cruz there. Were you thinking to yourself that you were going to get the win, or were you thinking that you just wanted to settle for P2?
Honestly, I wasn't really thinking about anything but just passing every car I see after that incident. I just had to keep my concentration. But then once I realized that my engineer told me that I could actually win this, that's when the nerves started to kick in. And yeah, so like those last final laps, was really stressful. It was really kind of stressful trying to hold back Nemesis, knowing him, race him like a couple of, I think like last season as well. I know he's pretty good. He's pretty fast as well. I'm pretty sure he was in the kick saddle last season. But yeah, just still kind of speechless just realizing how good of a drive that was.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit. Tell us a bit more about the lap 4 incident. Obviously, you found yourself facing the wrong direction at turn 4. Not a comfortable position to be in. Mentality-wise, what was the thinking there? Just lock back in? Did you have a few laps where you just needed to get back in the groove, or was it straight back into it, head down, let's go?
Nah, yeah, that was like I said, I had to lock back in, repress that memory. I just whining and complaining about it like most drivers do, won't really do much, but just had to like in like league racing, this stuff would happen. So like you'll expect that stuff to happen. So just all you can do is just keep going forward. The only way is up. So yeah, that's pretty much my thought process. Just keep going. But yeah, and also a big shout out to my engineer for keeping me calm. Josie has been my engineer for like, I don't know, 2 years now. So yeah.
Fantastic work. All right, mate. Well, you've done incredibly well. Aston Martin on pole position for qualifying, and then of course a win in the race as well. Big congratulations. You absolutely deserve it. Bahrain GP is absolutely 100% yours for season 8. Congratulations. And we will hopefully talk to you at some point soon. Thank you to all our interviewees. Fantastic work by the top 3, Nick. Honestly, they've done really well this race.
They certainly have. A great race from you. Like I said to you before, a great race from every single driver on the grid. If I could, I'd give the drivers a day to every single one of them. It was competitive.
Yeah, that's right. Qualifying was competitive. Q3, Q2, Q1, all of it was competitive. Division 4 is shaping up to be one of the finest divisions, I think. We might be a little bit biased here. I certainly am. But nonetheless, great racing by everyone out there. And, of course, some housekeeping items. Thank you all for being in chat, for listening in, and for your patience today with some of the technical issues that have plagued us. All sorts of issues. In fact, I think we've done the rounds with the different issues that could have happened. I think we had pretty much all of them. So the full buffet, so to speak. But thank you all for staying tuned and staying patient with us. We got it all sorted at the end. Remember, big thanks to our primary sponsor, AI369. Go check them out for automated highlight reels, ai369.co.uk. Massive thanks to all our other sponsors as well, Paginian, SimLabs, and S Nation. And a big thanks to you, Nick. Good stuff. Great being in the comms box with you. And hopefully looking forward to more at some point soon.
One thing I'm going to say is a big thank you to you for being the main commentator and also working through the technical difficulties that we had.
Absolutely my pleasure. And that's my job.
And like working through the technical difficulties that we had, and yes, the problems that we had, all that kind of stuff, and then getting to actually be able to go and say, no, I'm not giving up. I'm going to work through this. I'm going to work as hard as I can. I'm going to fix the stream, and still getting in the comms box and giving it a go.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Nick. So we're going to leave you there. You do have more coverage coming up soon, so stay tuned on the channel. More Formula One at Rush Racing League to come. Division 4, Round 4 ends right now. Thank you all so much for tuning in.
We have Division 2 in about 15 minutes' time.
Yeah, it feels like it's like -5 minutes. We've gone quite over time. But nonetheless, Division 2 coming up soon. Thanks again, Nick. Thanks to the admin team. Thank you to all the drivers. We'll see you for next week as Division 4 continues. Bye-bye.
Good night.